Okay, let's talk YouTube channels for athletes. So now that you understand the significance and why a YouTube channel is so important in this process, let's talk a little bit about of what we would be looking for to help maximize the experience that coaches have when they click on their YouTube links. So first and foremost, I love YouTube because it allows athletes to demonstrate so many facets of who they are and what they do. So on one hand, you might get a skills video that kind of encompasses everything that they're able to do on the field. But then you might have specific things like working on only throwing or working on only fielding or only hitting. So you can do more skill specific things. But I also like that you can also show tournament highlights and the things that they're doing in game, right? I think along with that, if your athlete plays other sports, is a great opportunity for them to demonstrate and showcase some of the other things that they do outside of their sport that are going to affect or impact positively their experience in becoming a student athlete with a particular school. So the YouTube channel I'm going to show you today is one where this athlete also plays basketball. And so with that, I can kind of gain some understanding about this athlete and some of their other intricate details that they don't necessarily show on the softball field. So YouTube, super important. I think it's one of the most underrated but most valuable systems an athlete can have. Okay, so this athlete here is one of my former athletes that I coached in Washington. Just all around, really well done YouTube channel. I think almost overboard in some ways, which is completely fine. It's an experience that you want to provide to college coaches, so why not go all out? So on all YouTube channels, you usually have a banner that you can place on your header of your YouTube channel. So for her, she has a picture of herself and a quote. Now, the hardest thing with YouTube, with the banner, is that there is layers to it where in certain screens, it'll show certain parts. And so it will tell you all this info when you were trying to create the channel. But as you kind of go through it, you will play with that a little bit more. I would suggest having your name and your grad year position in this place. Okay, with YouTube, as I mentioned before, you want to create sort of these pockets that coaches can use to determine where they want to go to look at this particular athlete. Some coaches love game film, some coaches love skill videos, some coaches just want to see what you do outside of the game. Like, what are you working on at home, right? Some coaches want to see even some game IQ stuff that you might put on your YouTube channel. But having this resource and it neatly organized will allow coaches to pick and choose which one they actually want to see and then go and look at those things. And then when they want to learn more, they have more things to look at. So first and foremost, with any YouTube channel, you have the opportunity to upload videos directly from your phone, which is what I really like. But I think one of the main things that you have to make sure you do is when you upload a video that you also create a header for whatever that video is. So if you notice within this young lady's YouTube channel, she has that this was the Acer's Mother's Day tournament. And it's basically a highlight reel. So we'll look at that another day. But there's that. So I'm going to go to my YouTube channel real fast just so I can show you all the setup, just so you have an understanding. If I was you, I would create a little bit more. I would also create playlists. So, and you don't have to do this, but I think if you start to have as many videos as she has, it would be nice, again, for coaches who only want to see certain things to easily navigate where to go to see those things. So, I'm going to go to my channel here, which is still growing. But I'm gonna go here. Okay, and so here's my banner, and I do want you to see what I'm talking about when it comes to banners of YouTube. When you are posting something for your banner, there are different views that it'll show you as far as what will you see, depending on if you're looking at it at your phone or on your computer. So you always want to make sure that you can see the most of whatever you're trying to say in the space that can be displayed across your YouTube channel, across their people's phones, and their desktops. So it'll show that. And then, excuse me, that's all I wanted to show you there is that part. So let's go into like my videos. So in general, when people come to my page, they can most likely see videos just like this, okay? But they can also see videos in a playlist format like this. So now what they might see is I will have 16 videos in my Real Talk Parent Live, 5 videos in my 360 Athletes, right? And so now what I would say is if I was a coach, I might have one that says tournament recap. I might have one that says skills video. I might have one that says highlights in general. I might have one that says at home work, right? And then I might have one that says other sports. So now you're giving pockets of where coaches can look at. So I hope that was helpful to you. And just remember, like for me, it's all about ensuring that you have the best tools that you need to succeed at the next level in the recruiting process specifically. And I would say, like, I hope you get insight from the things that I share. But just so you know, like, I also do this work if you don't want to do it on your own. I have a program where I help athletes continuously grow in this process, make it easier for them, take them step by step through how to set all these things up, what to say in all the things that they're posting, emails, things like that, so that they can have a better chance to show up and stand out to college coaches. So if you want to know more about that program, find me on Instagram, direct message me that you're interested in learning more about the 360 Elite Competitor Program, and I will be happy to talk to you more about it. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe and like this channel for more tips and tricks on how to become a recruitable athlete. Have an awesome day.